You finished work, you are tired. You sit in front of a computer all day, so you need to find some time to exercise, to stay healthy. Sometimes you need to study. You have household responsibilities, a private life. Everything is fine. Why not rest for a while? What's the point of doing more? I'm obsessed with creating. I can't live without my projects. I have tons of ideas. Believe me, tons. That's what drives me. I've always loved video games. As a kid and teenager, I spent countless hours gaming, often way too many hours for a single day. First, there was NES games like Contra or Mario, plus that Japanese fighting game. I've always been crazy about martial arts. Then came the PlayStation 1 era, with games like Dino Crisis 2, Tekken 3, Silent Hill, and so on. After that, my first PC, and honestly, I could go on forever here. My first game was Quake, playing with the neighbors on LAN. A year later we got internet access, and that's when I discovered Tibia, and completely disappeared into it. Over the years I played tons of single player titles like Need for Speed Underground 2, Stronghold Crusader, Gothic, Skyrim, and plenty of multiplayer games like Metin 2, League of Legends, Guild Wars 2. Those are just the first titles that came to my mind. Over the years, I regularly played at least dozens of games and tried hundreds if not thousands of titles. What about you? What games did you lose yourself in back in the day? Write a comment with the first title that popped into your head. I always wanted to make games. That's why I chose an IT technical school. Then adult life started. I got a job in a web development. Before my interview I had never seen PHP in my life and I still got the job. Good times for junior developers. I know today's market is brutal. Keep learning, bros. So yeah, I got my first job and quickly started earning good money. At the same time, the country I came from developed massively over the years. I had money for travel, cars, restaurants whenever I wanted. And I was supposed to throw all that away and start from minimum salary in the game industry? Sometimes it's hard to leave a comfortable, safe place, but games were always somewhere in the back of my mind, always there. I kept telling myself that one day I'd make games. The question was, when? I've worked professionally in IT for almost 10 years, so when exactly was I finally going to start doing what I'm passionate about? The answer is right now. I just turned 31. Sometimes it feels like I was 18 yesterday. Now, I want to be in a place where I can support myself through my own creativity. To be more precise, where I can have time for my creativity and don't have to work on anything except my own projects. Right now I have a good job as a senior backend developer. I've met amazing people from all around the world, but working in this field will never be enough for me. The money is good and sometimes the challenges are interesting and demanding, but it's not games, not stories, not entertainment, not art. Of course, I'm not stupid enough to quit my job anymore. I did that once for a project. It was an exciting journey, but it cost me a lot mentally. What I'm trying to say is this. For a while, I need to live like nobody else, so that later I can live the rest of my life like nobody else. And you, my friend, should subscribe to this channel to follow the journey. Who knows? Maybe I will inspire you to make changes in your own life. And if not, at least you will get discount codes for my games and have some fun with them. After all, that's what games are about, having fun. And do you know that nostalgic feeling when you think about childhood or your teenage years and the games you used to play back then? That's what I want to give people. Those magical worlds to explore, the kind you still remember years later in every tiny detail. That's how the studio name was born, Warm Night Studio. Nothing reminds me more of the good old days than warm summer nights. You are on school vacation, hanging out with friends, doing crazy things, talking about everything, including games obviously. You sleep late because you spent half the night playing Tibia. It's hot, carefree, life feels good. Those are beautiful memories. Of course, creating something like that is incredibly difficult. I want to start with smaller games first, to show people what I can do, to find collaborators, to start building game lore. But one day, we will leave our mark on gaming history. Alright, I think that was it for now. If you made it to the end, I am very surprised, but thank you for it. You know, it's old fart talking about good old times, blah blah blah. But I promise to you Next video is going to be very close to the game I'm creating. So, see ya!